Good afternoon, everybody. It's David Schlotthauer here with a very detailed tropical weather update and discussion on tropical storm. My gosh, got my words mixed up. On Tropical Storm Francine for September 9th, 2024, on this fantastic Monday. As we do take a look at the latest mesosector GOES 16 satellite imagery, the eastern-based one over the Gulf of Mexico. We can see that the system is rapidly organizing in quick fashion here. We can see that there's a very intense convective banding future really showing up now on the satellite imagery. We also have a weak dimple-like eye-like future that is popping out on the visible satellite spectrum, but not making it through on the infrared satellite spectrum. But we could also see that the mid-level and surface area of rotation is becoming better aligned due to this future. We could even see increasing outflow on the southern side of the system and in all quadrants, indicating that the system is rapidly developing in quick fashion in earnest as it continues to move off generally to the northerly direction. Some people in the chat were saying this is moving west. We're not seeing any indications of that right now, and it's already beginning to move north at about 4 to 5 miles an hour. So right now, this is a pretty healthy structure that allows Francine to quickly intensify. Now, it's going to take a little bit of time for the system to respond to the current structure here. It always takes about 6 to 12 hours for an inner core to get solidified before rapid intensification can actually begin. But based on the satellite looks here, this could end up happening relatively soon, probably in the next 6 hours, or maybe even a little later than that. But either way we put it, this is looking very organized. So another product that I wanted to also show is the water vapor imagery. There has been some issues on Tropical Tidbits on their satellite products, rendering these images as often as we can. So we're going to use the Call It to Do page, and this is the GOES 16 Band 10 water vapor imagery. And what we have going on right now is lots of dry air up here. All this orange and red indicates there is a lot of dry air in the deep layers of the atmosphere, and that is not to be surprised. There's a very strong baroclinic thermal gradient here positioned in the northern Gulf of Mexico and into the deep south of the United States. In fact, some areas here reporting blue skies, whereas some areas down here reporting lots of rain and some moisture, part of this moisture shield. This is a very classic setup with an atmospheric river, all this moisture being strung within this jet stream. But where we do have, again, Francine, it's in a fairly favorable environment with this outflow, so it's taking pretty good advantage, and we could even see the beginnings of this system trying to attempt to knuckle down or kind of wash out some of this shear. We got this outflow that is beginning to radiate outward from our system, and we in fact have a deep layer ridge at 200 millibars, which is located right about in here. And so the system in a very favorable environment that allows it to thrive nicely and take full advantage of our oceanic conditions. So now another thing that I wanted to show you all, let me go to the Tropical Tidbits here, showing you all the upper level NOAA Air Force mission, Gonzo, the upper level drop zone that is conducting and flying to sampling the atmosphere. All of the drop zone data that I'm about to show you will be fed into the 18Z global computer models. That is not happening right now. We won't know about that until the 18Z runs come out at around 2:30 this afternoon. My time, that will be 4:30 Central Time. But we can see they have dropped already 6 drop zones into the system or in the environmental aspect. We probably have had a new drop zone here, another one here conducted. We had additional drops with the upper level plane that is currently investigating the system. And again, all this data will be fed into the models, and we will be able to better figure out what exactly will happen. And hopefully we get a better, more solidified forecast with the intensity and with the track guidance. The track guidance is more straightforward, the intensity not so much. And it really depends on the environmental factors, and that's why Gonzo is out there doing its job. So this is the first drop into the system once they flew up to about, I think they're flying at like 49,000 feet. And what we're looking at here is the relative humidity plot at each layer of the atmosphere. So 1,000 millibars, that's kind of close to the surface. 5,000 feet here. Let me try to point using the annotations. So 10,000 feet, 18,000 feet, and then you get way up here at about 35,000 feet. And we can see in the vertical, there's a lot of moisture here. Just a little bit of dry air being found here at 400 millibars, but overall, a very saturated atmosphere in the deep layers. Now, if we go to the next couple of drop zones, we can see drop zone number 2, also indicating a lot of moisture, not so dry here at this layer. And then we go out to drop zone number 3, that is 3 or 4. And you can see very moist environment all the way up to 300 millibars. And if there's a little bit of dry here at 250 millibars, which is being seen here, that's not really impacting the system. The vortex really thrives off of the lowest 300 to 400 millibar layer of the atmosphere. So that dry air being found at 250 millibars is actually not detrimental to the system at all. And in fact, might help the system in such a way to at least allow more upward motion to take place. And so right now, the atmosphere is very moist throughout the deep column of the atmosphere to the north of the system. The only models we have in today's package is from our HAVS A, HAVS B model runs, and also from our NAM 3 kilometer model, which I will show you here, because there is some concerns about this doing something more than just what the hurricane models are showing us. So first of all, here's a look at the HAVS B model run, and we can see what the system looks like. Actually, let's go forward one frame. This is 2 p.m. this afternoon. So about at the time of this live stream, we can see this does look like it's more elongated, but based on, again, on that core that is developing, that inner core structure, we probably have more than likely a more coherent circulation than what this might be showing, with the circulation being the more dominant one right here. So most likely we might have winds of 70 miles an hour. We will look at the latest NHC advisory. It's already out. So I'm just going to walk through the models here and I'll show you that. So right now, what's going to end up happening over the next 30 hours will be dependent. Right now, the HAVS B does have this at a hurricane by tomorrow morning. In fact, I really want to take a look at the advisory really quickly. Yeah, we're at 65 miles an hour. So this did not intensify very much, but doesn't surprise me if it really takes full advantage. In the next update, it might go up to a hurricane. Could still be a hurricane by tonight. Probably a lot sooner than what this is showing. So as we go forward here, we can see that the HAVS B is showing a hurricane by tomorrow morning, and then possibly, now I don't want to get ahead of myself here, this has been consistent, showing a potential major hurricane over here in the next 36 to 39 hours. So that's quite the market intensity. Sorry, you guys, I'm rubbing my eyes. My eyes are actually a little on the itchy side today. Probably some allergies going on. So we have 110 to 115 mile an hour winds on this model in about 39 hours. So definitely a rapid intensification is not out of the question with this. And this continues to strengthen here pretty markedly. 48 hours out here, this is about the time it will likely level off in intensity. but we can see very intense hurricane force wind field here with a batch of major hurricane force winds occurring on the southwestern and western quadrants. That is, my friends, 115 plus mile-an-hour winds. That's major hurricane intensity, perhaps, on this particular run. Now, don't take this for granted that, oh, we're going to have a major hurricane. There is a lot of uncertainty in the intensity forecast based on the current nature of this system. But either way you put it, this would be a very big deal. And you can see, though it does weaken a little bit on approach. So you can see it goes from 115, 120 miles an hour down to about a 90 mile an hour hurricane. But it's not really going to matter a whole lot. This is going to be a very, very significant hurricane with winds of about 185, 190, maybe 200 miles an hour. Okay. And so we can see the inner core structure there, really intense as this moves onshore. And when we go forward in the next 60 hours, so this would be making landfall over Vermilion Bay near Cameron in Louisiana, Lake Charles as well in Louisiana, right around Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening, perhaps is what we're thinking right now when this will be making landfall. And gosh darn it, I worked that day. So I'm really hoping this does not make landfall while I'm at work, because I would love to live stream on this. Maybe I'll have to do something from my mobile office instead. So this goes into basically more inland, and it still generates winds of, say, 20 to 30 miles an hour. This is not just a coastal threat. This is going to be moving onshore with vengeance, as it does undergo some baroclinic transition. And as that transition happens, we tend to get a system that doesn't weaken very quickly, and it might actually intensify a little bit more once it initially weakens. So not surprised by that, given our upper level dynamics that I'm about to show you. So looking at the halves B model, or halves A, so there's two halves to this, halves A and halves B. And this is the halves A model run. So as we run this through, yeah, we did not get our 18Z in yet. So we'll have to see if that comes in before I end the stream later on in a little bit. So you can see that this also intensifies here up to about a 90 mile an hour hurricane, maybe even up to 100 miles an hour right before landfall. And this moves to the southeast of Vermilion Bay. So Vermilion Bay is right here. This looks like it's going to be impacting Baton Rouge, Louisiana, along the coast here of Louisiana as a formidable Category 1, Category 2 hurricane. And I did put that in my thumbnail in today's live update, that a Category 2 hurricane is possible with this. All right, I'm going to be a little generous for many reasons. Thank you, Ron, for the $5 donation. All right, so that's what we're looking at here in the modeling with our two hurricane models. The global models don't matter a whole lot at this point, and we really want to just focus mainly on our hurricane models, because now that's going to be the key ingredient right now of what to expect. So now the question really is, now a lot of people on a lot of people's minds is, how strong will this get? So I'm going to see if I can do a Louisiana sector on the NAM 3 kilometer, because it literally takes and it slices half of the Gulf of Mexico with no imagery. So let's just kind of zoom in on this. So as this gets closer now, I should not use the NAM model. It is not a hurricane specific model. So again, use this at your own risk. You of a more worst case scenario given the current structure that we're seeing. Okay, remember that little dimple eye that we're seeing on the visible satellite imagery? It is apparent, that is easily seen here, and that's going to be important, okay, of the future fate of what Francine is going to do. So that's why we need to use a NAM model, just in case if this plays a little bit of tricks on us. So going forward, this does have winds on land or getting close to Louisiana at around 105 to 110 miles an hour. This would be a Category 2 hurricane, a high-end Category 2 hurricane intensity, with wind gusts here up to about 130 to 140 miles an hour. But this does weaken on approach, so you can see it weakening even before it moves its initial landfall there near Vermilion Bay in Louisiana, with winds of about, say, 90, maybe 85 miles an hour, and it does weaken fairly quickly. Well, it takes its own sweet time, still getting tropical storm force winds here of about 45 miles an hour. Those wind gusts up there right around 75 miles an hour. So again, still a big system on the way for Louisiana, and do not reverse your preparations. This is looking very significant. Okay, so that's a look at the NAM model. Now let's take a look at our halves. Let's go back to the halves B model and look at our environmental conditions, because this is going to be important. So let's back it up, look at our upper levels of the atmosphere, and we can see here, of course, this is the 12Z run showing us upper level flow at 200 millibars. That's what the plane is finding right now. There is our system right there over the just off the coast of southern Texas, the tippy end of southern Texas. You can see that outflow radiating out in all quadrants, and that's the favorable environment. But watch what happens. The system, I'm actually gonna have to, that continues, more notifications coming. That's gonna be an issue. So we can see here, westerly flow encroaching onto the system like this. So this is going to be that wind shear that will impart drier air onto the system. When that occurs is going to be very important, very vital for this system. If this occurs earlier rather than later, then the system might be able to weaken a little more sufficiently before it reaches Louisiana. But if the westerly flow encroaches, or we have a much more defiant Francine where it's able to mix out that shear and kind of deflect anything like that to getting into the inner core, this may not weaken very much. And that's the whole tricky part of the intensity here. And at the same time, the upper level flow here, there is divergent flow. You can even see the wind barbs doing this. So there is upper level ascent here in the right front quadrant. So if you kind of draw a line from this system to this trough that is right here, this is actually somewhat favorable for further intensification with this venting of the outflow pattern on the northern flank of Francine's structure. So that's also another possibility. Despite the shear, this may not, the shear may actually allow further intensification baroclinically and may undergo baroclinic transition right after landfall. And that's also another scenario here. And we can see that on the moisture plot. So again, the system remains very symmetrical through the next 24 to 36 hours perhaps. So that's when, again, this has that opportunity of rapid intensification. And then it still intensifies and it holds on to that inner core a little longer. But once this moves over Louisiana, you can see here it does undergo some baroclinic transition into a subtropical-like system. And then it kind of gets whisked away and the vortex slowly spins down after that transition does occur. So that's what we're going to really need to monitor on how this all evolves. Now, looking at the European model, now that we've discussed all of that, the surf is going to be a big deal on this disturbance. Really, I'm not joking, folks. The surf is going to get really high. So when looking at the Euro for Wednesday, you can see the surf building up to about 20 to 30 feet off the coast of Louisiana, and it does try to move onshore. All that surf, that storm surge, we're looking at about 20 to 25 feet of surf and some storm surge, of course, significant storm surge perhaps, with surf with maximum sets here, maximum wave heights with some of these sets that could approach 50 plus feet. That is destructive. That will do a lot of damage to anyone that lives along the coast here of Louisiana. Okay. So now looking at the intensity forecast on Tropical Storm Francine, this is from Tropical Tidbits, or courtesy of tropicaltidbits.com. And as we look, let me zoom out so I'm able to kind of zoom in and show you all. So the intensity here, we are looking at more of a mid-grade or even a high-grade Category 1 hurricane. There are still a couple of models here indicating a low-end Category 2 hurricane. Again, that orange on your screen indicating a hurricane, low-grade hurricane. So my intensity forecast here does call for this to become a 90-mile-an-hour hurricane now. So I'm upping my intensity from the last one, but I do not indicate that this is going to become a Category 2 just yet. I am not confident in the intensity yet. When we take a look at the NHC, I might have to adjust that in necessary. But right now, 90 miles an hour is a high-end Category 1 hurricane in my forecast and is within the reasonable plot of intensity guidance. So looking at the spaghetti plot, yummy, yummy in my tummy, you can see right here, still a potential landfall over Vermilion Bay and to the west, perhaps over Lake Charles, Louisiana. You can see that right there, all the spread. But again, do not use this map to make official decisions. Please seek official info. This is model guidance, and there's some uncertainty to be worked out. If this goes a little further northwest a little longer and it turns later, it might impact Houston, Texas. But if this is going north now and then moves northeast a little sooner, it might impact, say, near if you're in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, or even New Orleans, Louisiana. So that is the uncertainty here. But in general thinking right now, most of the guidance has this over central and southwestern Louisiana in about 2 days. So you have 2 days to get prepared, folks, for tropical storm conditions, hurricane conditions as well, with significant flooding, rip currents, as well as coastal flooding and impacts. Now, the reason why this could have a much higher ceiling is that it is moving over a patch of very high upper ocean heat content to work with. So these numbers right here, this darker orange and red, indicates upper ocean heat content in the books of about 175 units. That is really, really high. And it's not going to take much for this to rapidly intensify. Once an inner core structure gets going, this could undergo explosive intensification as it gets closer to Louisiana. But once it gets over here, the sheer dry air, it's going to level off in an intensity. Is that a Category 1, 2, 3? We don't know right now until we see exactly how intense this is going to be by tomorrow morning, and then we'll know a little bit better. But anyone in Louisiana and even southeastern Texas definitely needs to be getting prepared for this. So looking at the latest NHC public advisory right now, winds are up to 65 miles an hour. It is moving to the north-northwest at about 7 miles an hour. So some of you were saying this is going west. It is not going west already. It is going north-northwest. Okay. We're going to have to get rid of that for right now. There, by the way, is a tornado warning, apparently. Somewhere. Where somewhere is that? You guys could let me know in the chat. But this is moving to the north-northwest at 7 miles an hour, and the pressure remains steady at 996 millibars for the moment. That's more than likely based on the latest recon mission that flew into the system. We will get a new recon mission in there soon, and I'm telling you, I would not be surprised if it's more than just 65 miles an hour right now, based on that dimple on the satellite imagery. So, of course, hurricane warning is now in effect. Hurricane warning is now in effect for Louisiana. So that means hurricane conditions are expected, and you need to get prepared for significant life-threatening storm surge, life-threatening flooding, surf, and also wind damage, including that. There is a tropical storm watch out already for the entire southeast coast of Texas. Okay, so if you're in Houston, Texas, you are under a tropical storm watch. That means tropical storm conditions are possible in that given area. Tropical storm warnings mean tropical storm conditions are likely, and then of course a hurricane watch means hurricane conditions are possible but are not anticipated at the time being, and a hurricane warning means hurricane conditions are expected. And yes, that is a hurricane at landfall, folks, in Louisiana by Wednesday afternoon. So it did get moved up a little earlier. We're now thinking Wednesday afternoon. Darn it, I am going to be... Actually, I might be able to live stream the initial landfall or before it makes landfall, but I can't guarantee if I'll be able to stream throughout the entirety of the system as it makes landfall. And that's just because, again, I will be working at, it's 3 to 7 on Wednesday. So that would actually, I might be able to, because that would be 11 in the morning on Wednesday for this hurricane. So, or for my time zone. So that actually might be possible. We'll see though. That's to be adjusted, plus or minus a few hours. Okay, so right now looks like Wednesday afternoon. Key messages for Tropical Storm Francine. Francine is forecasted to become a hurricane when it reaches the northwestern Gulf Coast on Wednesday or Wednesday night, and there is an increasing likelihood of life-threatening storm surge inundation for portions of the upper Texas and Louisiana coastline where a storm surge watch is now in effect. Residents in the watch area should follow advice given by your local officials. There is an increasing risk of damaging hurricane force winds in portions of southern Louisiana beginning Wednesday, where a hurricane watch is now in effect. Francine is expected to bring heavy rainfall and the risk of considerable flash flooding along the coast of far northeastern Mexico, portions of the southernmost coast of Texas and the upper Texas coast, southern Louisiana, and southern Mississippi into Thursday morning. A risk of flash and urban flooding exists across portions of the Mid-South from Wednesday into Friday morning. All right, so please take this seriously. These are key messages from the National Hurricane Center. So now, the most likely arrival time of tropical storm force winds. I want to make sure this is the latest. Actually, this is the latest. So let me reread that. I am so sorry. I thought this was updated. I thought I updated it. I guess I didn't. So Francine is expected to be a hurricane when it reaches the coast of Louisiana on Wednesday, and there is a danger of life-threatening storm surge. That seems pretty much well set in stone right now. And there are evacuation orders given by your local officials. So please follow those evacuation orders right now and evacuation warnings. Damaging and life-threatening hurricane force winds are expected in portions of southern Louisiana on Wednesday, where a hurricane warning is now in effect. Preparations to protect your life and property should be completed by Tuesday night, since tropical storm conditions are expected to begin within this area early Wednesday. Francine is expected to bring heavy rainfall and the risk of considerable, possibly life-threatening flash flooding along the coast of northeastern Mexico and far lower and far upper Texas coast in southern Louisiana and southern Mississippi into Thursday morning. A risk of flash and urban flooding is also expected over portions of the Mid-South from Wednesday into Friday morning. All right, so again, please follow these products on the NHC for more information. Most likely arrival time here is, again, Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning, folks. That's commute time. That is when people wake up typically. You're not going to be able to wake up in time until, like, say 8 or 9 in the morning. So you need to make sure you have things boarded up. You are ready to leave Tuesday night before tropical storm-like conditions arrive onto the coast of Louisiana. Once those tropical storm force winds arrive, it's basically a done deal. You cannot get prepared. It is not safe to hunker down your house last minute and hope to survive, okay? You need to make sure you get prepared ahead of time, and that's why I'm iterating on this, getting the word out to these people that are impacted. Even in Texas, the whole coast here, you have a 50 shot of seeing tropical storm force winds. So technically, if you're in Houston, Texas, you should get prepared for near tropical storm force winds. Okay, and there is a 50 to 70% chance of tropical storm force winds impacting your area. So, and that would be, again, Monday night or Tuesday night into early Wednesday, that transitionary day, portion of the forecast here. So, again, Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning in Houston, and as early as tonight in southernmost Texas, where there is a 90 to 100% chance of tropical storm force winds impacting your area. So make sure you have all preparations rushed to completion, because I will say it time and time again. Okay. So peak storm surge forecast right now. This is pretty concerning. This is not to be taken very lightly, folks. This is not. We are looking at the mouth of the Rio Grande area, the river there, seeing about up to 3 feet of storm surge, 1 to 3 feet of storm surge around Corpus Christi area, Galveston and Houston, Texas. Galveston Bay, right around 1 to 3 feet of storm surge potentially because of the surf that we talked about. Remember, we're talking about 20-foot waves over there. And then over here, over Cameron and High Island, potentially up to 3 to 5 feet. And this is when it gets pretty destructive and potentially life-threatening. Vermilion Bay, up to 10 feet of storm surge. 10 feet of storm surge. I know I asked you all in the chat how tall you all are, and the average height is about 5'8", 5'9". So this is over all of your guys' heads. 5 feet even up to your chin or even up to your upper neck. All right? That's concerning. That's very high. 10 feet is even more extreme. Lake Pontchartrain, as well as, say, if you're in the Mardi Gras area of, say, Louisiana, yeah, you could see up to 2 to 4 feet of storm surge, as well as even southern Mississippi coast, maybe even up to 6 feet of storm surge. That's really high. So now when looking at the storm surge forecast on a graphical standpoint, again, the different color code here indicates their storm surge. So red areas are 9 feet above ground or above mean sea level, okay, where sea level is. Galveston, you're likely to see at least 1 to 3 feet of storm surge. Some of these yellow colors indicate where storm surge is going to be locally inundating your area. We go up the coast a little bit, and then we approach again Sabine Lake. You might get storm surge as much as, say, 3 to 6 feet. That orange is 6 feet above ground. It's pretty high. And then let's go. Actually, there we go. So when we take a look and go further, again, this is for Louisiana. You can see the storm surge increases. I don't see any red areas on this map. There's just orange here. So this is 6 feet above ground, but it could go higher a little bit. Actually, let me make sure this is the latest storm surge map. Because this is. All right, so that's good news. So this is the latest update. And there is some red here. So there could be locally up to 9 feet above ground level. And yeah, here's Vermilion Bay. Some of the red there indicating a lot of storm surge. And some of this could impact you. You as being the human. Yeah, this is Franklin in Louisiana, Baldwin, Louisiana. You get a lot of storm surge, and then even over here in the Slidell area of Louisiana, you could see up to 3 to 6 feet of storm surge perhaps in these isolated areas, especially right here. Look at, yeah, you may be right here. You may not see much, but look at right here, a flood-prone area. It turns out you could see locally 9 feet of storm surge. And if that's you, you need to be evacuating. You need to be getting preparation for that, okay? Because you could see some big storm surge. And if this ends up being a lot stronger than what models predict, the storm surge could be much higher than just 10 feet, perhaps, okay? So another concern about this system will be the flooding from fresh water, from heavy rainfall. And we can see Lake Charles could see up to maybe 4 to 6 inches of rainfall. Houston, Texas, strong gradient there. Anywhere between maybe 1 to 4 inches of rainfall expected there. And if you are in New Orleans, Mobile, Alabama, you might end up seeing perhaps maybe as much as, say, 4 to 7 inches of rainfall. And then look at all the way inland. Yes, not even at the coast. Not even at the coast. You're looking at storm surge or rainfall amounts up here in Little Rock, Memphis, Tennessee, up to 4 inches. So some of the rivers, some of the estuaries up here, some of the creeks and streams could really flood their banks because of all that heavy rainfall. Look at it over here in Jackson, Montgomery, Birmingham, Nashville, getting as much as 2 inches, 2 to 3 inches perhaps of rainfall in that given area. And yeah, you don't even need this to make landfall in Tallahassee. And look at Tallahassee and even Mobile, Alabama could still get 4 inches. And up here in northeastern Georgia, you might get 4 inches of rainfall out of this system. So it goes to show you, you don't need to be in the exact center of this hurricane to get the worst impacts. I mean, for crying out loud here, for Pete's sakes, look at this. Some areas, some of these little islands here, this little estuary, might get locally 8 inches of rainfall. 8 inches. I don't think anyone, maybe a few of you live on those islands, right? And that's you. You might see 8 inches of rainfall. And then even along the coast here, some little communities could see as much as maybe 6 to 8 inches of rainfall. Okay, but I'm telling you, this is going to be a really big rainmaker. This is not just a storm surge, a wind maker. This is a massive rain machine, similar to Debbie. And that's why the risk for flash flooding has gone up, and I predicted this. I actually did, unfortunately. I hate predicting things like this, but I'm looking for information that is very important, and that's, again, the rainfall totals, what the duration of this is going to be, and yes, moderate risk of heavy rainfall and flooding over Lake Charles, Louisiana, Jackson, Mississippi. A moderate risk. There's a 40% chance for some big time flooding in this area. There's a slight risk of heavy rainfall if you're in the Little Rock, Shreveport, Jackson area, Memphis, Mobile, Alabama areas. Okay, and even down here in Corpus Christi, there's a marginal risk for flash flooding, including for Houston. And yeah, anything in green, yes, green, not so good. All right, if you're in the risk of flash flooding, that's an impact. That means there's a 5% chance that you do see flooding, but there's also a 95% chance that you don't. But again, please follow advice given from the Weather Prediction Center, the National Weather Service, from NOAA, from the National Hurricane Center. They all collaborate on this, okay? It's a governmental site, and they do this for a living. So when we take a look at our latest wind footprint here, you can see how large our tropical storm force winds are. So this is a very big, nasty Francine tropical storm in the making right now. And that is why you all need to get prepared if you're along the coast of Texas and if you're in Louisiana. Okay. So let's take a look at the advisory, and I'm going to read this all out. This is part of the video format that I wanted to kind of show. So are you all ready for some reading? Yes, a lot to do. So since the prior advisory, Francine's structure has continued to improve. So that's a very important thing. Continue to improve here. And I'm going to highlight this. So continue to improve. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. Curved bands are becoming more obvious on the geostationary satellite imagery. That's what we've also seen. Even if the coldest cloud tops have warmed from earlier today, the latest Air-Force Reconnaissance mission into Francine on its final center found a formative inner core. So that means a inner core, folks. A inner core is developing on the system with a partially eye-wall formation. 850 millibar flight level winds up to 58 knots. Okay, that is pretty strong, and a pressure down to 996 millibars. A significant drop from this morning. These data were the basis for bringing the 18Z intensity up to 50 knots. Since then, a mid-level eye feature on the Brownsville radar has become apparent. Assuming some additional deepening, the initial intensity is set to 55 knots for this advisory. So they're going even ahead of the recon data and saying that, oh, this might be actually a little stronger than the recon mission that went and flew through the system. And we are getting another recon mission into this system. Actually, we're going to have to check back in that in a second, in a little bit. All right. We're not going to really look at this because we know pretty much what's going to end up happening, where this is actually going to go. All we need to really know is the track guidance. This cycle has shifted westward, likely due to a more westward initial position, and is also a little faster. The latest NHC track forecast follows suit, showing a shift to the west and a faster motion, blending the prior forecast towards the reliable consensus aids TVCN and HCCA. Okay, very important. And they even use the halves B into this, what we were just looking at. Okay, with the forming inner core earlier observed by recon and still seen on radar currently, the tropical storm appears poised to intensify more significantly. Okay, so what we're looking at here is once that inner core completely closes off, we're going to see some explosive intensification. I guarantee that right now. And at this point, folks, and do I rarely kind of constructive criticism myself on this? I don't care if I hype this up. You can yell at me. You could call me the F word. You can call me the B word. I do not even care at all. I don't care if I'm hyping this up because this is scary. This is not good at all. Okay? If you're living along the coast of Louisiana. So yeah, you can drop the F-bombs all you want. I don't care because I know what I'm looking for. And it's not good. It isn't good at all. So given the low-level vertical wind shear and ample moisture and very warm sea surface temperatures, a faster rate of intensification is shown over the next 36 hours. And Francine is now expected to become a hurricane tonight. Yeah, we thought tomorrow it was going to become a hurricane. Well, no, not now. Going to become a hurricane tonight. Tomorrow morning and a Category 2 hurricane by Wednesday. By Wednesday. There it is. So, I'm wondering if the if the NAM 30 kilometer and the halves B have a better handle on this, showing us now it looks like, again, a Category 2 hurricane. That's not good. That is not good. Seeing this and the NHC now kind of going on to that fact, the final 12 to 18 hours before landfall, shear is expected to increase markedly, which will likely halt the intensification. Though Francine is expected to be a Category 2 hurricane at landfall. Rapid weakening is expected after the storm moves inland. The NHC intensity forecast is on the upper end of the overall intensity guidance. That's also very concerning right here. Let me highlight that with my pen. High end, okay, the upper end of the overall intensity guidance, but still is lower. Can you believe this? This is remarkable, but is still lower than some of the hurricane regional model outputs from the halves B and HMON, which show major hurricane intensity potential with this. I mean, could we actually have a major hurricane? That is to be announced. That really is. So, this is the experimental cone graphic. Let's kind of look at it. Oh, wait, not that. Let's zoom in. Yeah, there it is, right in there. This is the experimental, and you can see that they go more inland with their products. So it's not just kind of highlighting the coast here. This is actually more. So yeah, tropical storm watches are out. Tropical storm watches. We got a hurricane watch and a tropical storm watch out. So that's kind of the hatched area. Kind of those blue lines going kind of at an angle. And then there's your hurricane warning right in here. If you're under a hurricane warning, you need to evacuate. I don't care what I say. I don't care if I hype this up. You need to evacuate. Now is the time to get prepared. Make sure you have documents. Make sure you have anything personal that you need to take with you. Like pictures and food, non-perishable food. This is the time to do that. Now we can see this. This is that preparation. This is me getting the word out to you all, making sure you can get prepared, because every hurricane now, some of you are like, oh, it's only going to be a Category 2, David, with 100+ mile-an-hour winds. Honestly, I don't care if it's a Category 2 hurricane, because every hurricane is different. Every hurricane is different, and I'm not trying to laugh and smile at this. Every hurricane is unique. Not every Category 2 behaves the same like the previous Category 2 whenever that was, right? Every storm is different, and every storm needs to be treated very seriously because of this. Maybe this whole time, we might see a major hurricane, maybe a category 4 for all we care, right? I don't think we will, but it is not surprising. You just cannot take your back off of this. I can remember 2 days ago, we were only thinking maybe a high-end tropical storm with this. It's just going to be a high-end tropical storm. Not anymore. A category 2 is now official. It's coming, all right? And it could still get higher end intensity. Okay, I think we just got a new update from our rainfall forecast. Did we? I think we did. Yes, we did. Or wait, no, we didn't. Looks kind of newer on their thumbnail. But that's kind of what I'm illustrating right now. Is it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I've said it too many times. Now let me zoom down here to the intensity. Yeah, look at this. Right here, 100 miles an hour. Up to, in 36 hours, a 100 mile an hour hurricane. That's a category 2. I would not even be surprised if this is going to be a 75 mile an hour hurricane by tonight, like it's showing, or even stronger. This could end up being even 105 or even 110 mile an hour. So maybe a high-end category 2 hurricane at landfall, perhaps. That is a reasonable of a possible outcome, given our halves B run. Our halves B, folks, it explicitly shows 115 plus mile an hour winds. Okay, I wanted to make that really clear. Still a major hurricane on this one specific model right now. I wanted to see the HMON because they were talking about the HMON as well. Yeah, look at the HMON. Yeah, see? The HMON showing also a 118 mile an hour, 117 mile an hour hurricane. So, yes, 2 of these models now have a major or a major hurricane nearing Louisiana on these 2 models. Okay, on the HWRF, I don't think it shows it. Maybe it does. Let's see if it does show the same thing. Let's back it up. No, it does not. It only shows a low-end hurricane. A low-end hurricane. We'll see if that actually comes to pass, but I doubt that. I think the HWAR or the HMON and halves B are pretty frightening. They're concerning. And with a solid category 2 with these 3 models. So that's kind of where we stand at this point with, again, a major hurricane not out of the question. So do you guys have any questions at all? Any questions? Oh, and it looks like we're now getting deeper convection developing. You could already see we're beginning to see some deeper convection now develop. Yep. Right here, we have some deeper convection beginning to fire up. We might be getting something now a little closer to the center. I wanted to show you all Doppler radar. Yeah, there's the eye-like future. You can definitely see right here. There is the eye-like future developing right now on the Doppler radar. Very intense band right here. Wow. Very intense. What counties are in the path? A lot of parishes in Louisiana. Let's go to that. So again, Lake Charles area, again, Crowley are in the path of this. You can see right here, storm surge warning and a hurricane warning is in effect. That's this area. So again, right here, storm surge warning and hurricane warning in effect. And we're getting new Doppler radar in right now, so we will get the newest scan of what this actually looks like. And you can see right there, there's that I like future. An inner core is beginning to take shape right now. And that is the concern. It's over here, folks. It needs to get all the way over here. And there's a lot of distance between here and Louisiana. So what I'm saying here is, don't be surprised if this ends up being a Category 2 hurricane for sure. Has the storm moved slightly due west? If it moves slightly due west, it doesn't matter a whole lot at this point. It really doesn't. Actually, it's moving northeast right now. Watch this. So you can see right there. So you can see it is turning now. It's going northeast. It made a huge U-turn. Not a U-turn, but it's going somewhat northeast, maybe even north right now, is what we are seeing on the radar. Okay. But yeah, that's the inner core structure right there. Really trying to take shape. What's up, Mooney? How are you doing? By the way, if you guys are enjoying the live stream, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help out a lot. I am hoping to live stream on this when this makes landfall in Louisiana on Wednesday. I'm doing very good, Mooney. I did. So you guys want to know what happened? So I was on my way. So of course I went to AT&T this morning to get my new to hopefully pre-order my new iPhone. I found out I cannot pre-order it until Friday now, and that's also when I'm working. So yeah, it's gonna be very tough to get an iPhone, I guess, in the short term. I think I'll go after work to get the new iPhone. I listened to the Apple event today, and it was great. So, yeah, I got some new features on that iPhone. I cannot wait. AI-generated images, AI-generated emojis and stuff. Pretty sick stuff coming. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's moving generally north and north-northwest. And that's what we're seeing. And it's going to generally move northward and then northeast. I'm not wrong. Yes, so it is moving north-northwest right now. But it just recently took a little jog northeastward. Oh, if I said east, I'm sorry. It will move to the northeast later, yes. But you can see they're moving west and then turning to the north. It's just a wobble. I understand it's just a wobble. That's based on the latest flight level data. We're getting a new mission in. I love hearing you guys argue. It's just funny. It's hilarious. So we're getting a NOAA 3 mission, and I am going to stay live on this right now. Yeah, this is a NOAA Air Force mission. So we are going to give you the latest data. Dude, why is everyone criticizing me right now? Why are you all criticizing me? Seriously. I'm looking at latest radar data. I'm looking at latest radar data right now on the imagery, and it is going pretty much northward. And it recently just took a little jog. Yeah, it's pretty much going north, northwest, and northward right now. I love hearing the arguing. I have to laugh. I have to laugh at some of you guys that are literally saying I'm wrong. How about this? Some of you that are criticizing me are wrong too. No jog. Okay, I'm going to play through the radar and see what you guys see. The center is reforming, is what we're beginning to see here. That's also probably why it's erratic with its motion. What's up, Emily WX? How are you doing? You're Winter Queen, right? How are you doing, Emily? And you can see how it moves. It was moving west, and now recently it has changed direction. It has changed direction. It's not going west anymore. It's going north. It's called wobbles. Well, of course, the center is going to relocate, Nick. But we're going to wait for the new recon to get in there, the Air Force mission. I'm doing very good, Emily. Yeah, I know, Emily. It's quite the storm to track. Thank you, Kim Shaw. I do appreciate that. Oh my gosh, I'm going to need to get moderators in the chat. And no moderators are here, so... No moderators. I don't know why today it's like this. What's up, Caden? Chase, you need to get to work, please. You really do. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so plane is now on their way in. They are on their way into the system. And we will give you the latest information once they're in there. Yeah, so we got the NOAA mission. What's up, Cameron? How are you doing? So again, we have recon data out there, and what we're waiting for is the hurricane hunters to find out if this has strengthened. I just need to see the spaghetti plots. Yeah, here are the spaghetti plots right now. And we will see where this is going once they fly into there. You're very welcome, Ben. And also, thank you, Ben, for becoming a member on the channel. I do appreciate that. Yeah, yum, spaghetti. Yeah, spaghetti models, that's what this is. The spaghetti plots. I want spaghetti. I know, Chase. That's how quick the channel can change with personalities. Not every day you're going to have a good stream where people are like, last night was a good stream. Last night was a good stream. So, but you can see that tropical storm. Boy, this almost looks like a hurricane. It really does from a satellite perspective. Looks really organized. And it's trying. It is trying. And we will see. Yeah, even satellite indicates it went a little north as well. Might be a new sign, though, that an inner core is developing on that northeastern side a lot more. Yeah, it's trying. It's trying to do something. But in general, it's going a little north right now. And that's where the recon plane is. Going to the scene, forensic science. And we'll see what evidence we find. What's up, DJ the Broke? What's up, Cameron? What's up, JMJ Show Channel? How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, chat looks a lot better now. Thank you. Thank you to moderators for showing up. Yeah, trying to wrap up on the south side. This is our plane right here, what we have. They're going to go in. And they're going to, I don't know which way they're going to go in. Maybe they're going to go in this way. And then out this way. Something like that. I don't know why they're taking all the way off from there, though. Well, it's a NOAA mission. That's why, actually. They're taking, why they should just take off, say, from San Antonio, so it's a lot faster. What's up, Timothy? How are you doing? What's up, Dirge? How are you doing, Dirge? Can you tell me about Fairy Day, Louisiana? So, Fairy Day, Louisiana. Fairy Day, Louisiana is certainly going to get a lot of rain out of this. You're not going to avoid the rainfall. The wind is going to be pretty intense, probably about 20 to 35 miles an hour. And there's Ban Everything, by the way, just south of Jenna. One of our viewers. If you want to be part of the map, just let me know in the chat. I will be happy to put your location on. If you want me to, it's up to you. Because we have 79 remaining. 79 remaining. What about Singer, Louisiana? Good, Chase. Thank you. I saw that. That was actually pretty disrespectful. So Singer, Louisiana. So Singer, Louisiana, also under a tropical storm watch or tropical storm warning. Definitely going to get some strong winds. That you're not going to avoid that. You're going to get some damaging winds of tropical storm force. Maybe even hurricane force wind gusts. Is Houston in the clear? Yes and no, maybe so. If you are in League City, not so much. But if you are like in far northwestern Houston, you should be in better shape. Hey, there's Chase McLean right there. And then we have David Lee YouTube. We have Candy HR. So we have 3 viewers that live in this area. DJ the Broke, it's not gonna go to Houston. It doesn't surprise us though. If the track shifts further west again, it could clip Houston. But yeah, you're under a tropical storm watch to the east of Houston. Yep, I saw your thing, DJ the Broke. Golden Meadow here. What's up, Alan? Golden Meadow. Let's go to Golden Meadow. Golden Meadow, Louisiana. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Am I seeing that right? Is that like, oh my goodness, that is right out there in the swamplands. Swamplands. Storm surge warning. Oh boy. Golden Meadow. Golden Meadow. Not so fun to be out in. Sorry for the cough. That was sarcasm right there. I'm telling you, if you're in Golden Meadow, Grand Isle, you're screwed. You're totally screwed. Laplace. Okay, let me add you, DDZ. Let me add you to the list here. Sorry, folks. I am going to be adding locations. Oops, not that. This is kind of a sincere to all the viewers that are watching. That I actually... Oops. Laplace, Louisiana. Come on. There we go. And this is DDZ. I could only get to so much at once, so hold on. There it is. So DDZ is in Laplace. Ethel, Louisiana. And that's coming from Sand, okay. If you don't want your location, just let me know. Because I'm going to assume that you guys want the location. And this is from Sand Garantine. So there it is. Got your location on there. Bayou Black, Louisiana. That sounds like it's right by the water. So let me go over to add the location. Actually, let me go. Yeah, so I'll just do that. Then Bayou, Louisiana. Or wait, Black Bayou, Louisiana. So they're giving me different ones. I don't know which one it is, but I'm just going to click the topmost one. Hopefully that's kind of where you are at, Boomer. Maybe it's not exact. I hope I got it correct. Because again, this is kind of the sincere way I kind of... Oh, it did. Oh, hopefully that's not your house. It located it. Sorry. Church Point, Louisiana. Oh, wait. Lake Charles. We'll go to Brian Dixon first. So... I've been growing this too successfully, so yeah, the more locations we add in, it'll be easier to find you as well. All right, Brian Dixon, there you go. Lake Charles, Louisiana. You're right there. Boy, you are close to that storm surge and hurricane warning. Church Point, Louisiana. Go to Church Point, Louisiana. And your name is Eric David. Ooh, nice. Eric David. So Church Point also. So we got a few more locations. Remember, we only have, let's see how many we have left. 74 remaining. Okay, Chalmette, Louisiana. So let's do Chalmette, Louisiana, adding search. And this is Cameron. Okay, there it is. There you are. Cameron is in Chalmette. Mission, Texas, please. All right, I'm trying to get to all of them, so I'm sorry if I skipped over yours by accident. So let me add all of these in. And Java for Life. Mission, Texas. So, wow, you are a little closer to the system than a lot of Louisianians. And mine. Okay. Fairy Day, Louisiana. What? Okay, we have a Fairy Day already, so you're going to need to be more specific with your location. You're going to have to be more specific. Please. Actually, I'm going to use GPS. Because I don't want, because someone else... Oh, wait, no, I thought someone said... Okay, no, you know what? We don't have a location. Sorry, got that wrong. So I will add your location on there anyways. Because no one else has that slot. So this is... Sorry about that. So we got it. Famous 4J. I thought when you said your location at first, I thought, oh, I added him already. So no, we didn't. So we're good. We're good. Because or else we have all these names that are overlapping one of another. So we don't want that. We don't want that. I would keep it to town names, please. Chase, yes. Generic, Louisiana. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm keeping it to towns only. And we don't have any one that there. So that's going to be Arius, Bloodstone. A lot of people living along the coast here. That's a concern. That's a concern already. Yep. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 people. 5, 6, 7. 7 people that live along the coast. Orange, Texas. Okay, so we'll 5 more. I'm going to add in 4 more locations. Actually, we'll do 5 more locations. Okay. 5 more locations. JD on YouTube is one of those people. So let's add that. Perfect. Also, oh man, you're really close to that hurricane warning. You could walk to the hurricane warning, literally. Have a great one, TRG. Huge westward push. Okay, for the future, okay, all right. So that's 4. 4 more. 4 more remaining. And this is Johnny Hancock. Or Hancock. Oh, you're also really close to that hurricane warning. Wow. Canton, so that's 3 more remaining. 3 more. Oh, wait. Oh, I'll do Michigan anyways, just because, you know, for the winter season. So I'll just put that in. There we go. Mobile, Alabama. New Iberia, Cypress, Johnson City. All right. No more locations after this. So after Eric Anderson, anything after Eric Anderson, there's no more locations after his chat. So I'm going to mark that down. Johnson City. So Johnson City, Tennessee, that's coming from Michael. We have 67 remaining, though, so a lot of people putting in their location, so thank you guys. Again, probably for the winter season is probably why you want me to add that in, even so it's not directly impacted by the hurricane, so we'll just add that. There's our recon mission, getting closer. Mobile, Alabama. Let's go to Mobile, Alabama. And that's coming from Brian. Brian Murph. Murph. And we'll use GPS since I know where that is. So I'm just going to click a random area right over here. And I'm just going to say there. That's your estimated location. So, yep, there's Brian Murph in Mobile, Alabama. Okay, I did Johnson City, so we're good. All right, so all right, so I think that's all of them. We'll do one more location roundup towards the end of the stream. That inner core structure is getting stronger, so again, I will add a few more by the end. There is actually Chase. Are you on still watching the stream, Chase? Because if so, or DJ the Broke, what can you do me a favor? If anyone puts in their location, can you text me those in the Discord, so that way we have a list of people that want to have their location on the map. That way I'm not going through chat looking for people and stuff and taking the own sweet time. All right, so if you can do that, that would be great. We have 65 locations remaining, so yeah. So again, if anyone says like I would like my location on the map, please let either Chase or DJ the Broke know. And what's going to happen is DJ the Broke or Chase will make a list of those people that want to be added to the map, and then I'll do those towards the end of the stream. All right. Otherwise, I'm just going to go back and forth with the map, and I don't think people want to just see nothing, you know. So, all right, sweet. All right, so DJ the Broke will take care of it. How's work coming along, Chase? With the car, with the dealership. Looks like the eye's getting a little wider. Definitely an inner core really trying to get established on the imagery. Yeah, there is deeper convection trying to fire up there. Will we get anything in Mission, Texas, though? I'm scared. So again, that is from Java for Life. So you're right over here. You're going to get some rain, but the worst of the impacts will not be over your area. You're probably going to get, well, right now you're getting 15-mile-an-hour winds. You're probably going to continue to see that range of wind that is in the 10 to 20-mile-an-hour range, maybe even 15 to 25. But nothing like, say, northeastern Texas or southeastern Texas and Louisiana. Man, they're going to get hit. I think Galveston really at risk here. That could get upgraded to a tropical storm warning just depending on exactly how close this gets. Check the newest GFS. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's already 3 o'clock, so the new GFS came in. I don't feel comfortable using global models at this time just because, but I will anyways, just because you guys, or one of you guys wanted me to do that. But global models are not as reliable in the short range because now we have our hurricane models. So we are going to look at our more high-res kind of guidance to give us an idea. And right now, this does strengthen still, but look at, I mean, barely a hurricane on the model. It's just, I mean, that compared to our hurricane models. We'll have to see, though, that that area is stationary. That is stationary right now. And we'll just have to see on how that evolves. Let's see the pressure on it. Yeah, pressure down to 978 millibars is the expected. Little lower than this morning's run, but not as low as last night's run at all. But definitely a hurricane nevertheless, for sure, with wind gusts well in excess of 110 plus miles an hour. And it still wants that further to the east. It shifted east, actually. And it wants it to make landfall, actually, at 4 p.m. That's the landfall time. My time, locally, that would be 6 p.m. Central Time. So DJ the Broke, are you making a list? Again, if you guys want me to add you to the map here for reference for like if there's a hurricane, winter storm, or severe weather event, type up it and DJ the Broke will make a list and then send it to me in a little bit. If it keeps going west, so it's interesting, it did trend further east this run. And there's that degree of uncertainty. I'm just telling you, there's that degree of uncertainty right now. I'm curious, so let's see what the other disturbances are doing out there in the Atlantic. Yeah, this evolved really different. I don't think that system is actually going to develop in the Caribbean or even in the southwestern Atlantic like we thought. This really has evolved really differently all of a sudden. This is a weird run, I guess. It's actually a weird run in itself, so I'm not even going to bother looking at it. Our 18Z model runs have not come in yet, but I'll tell you the 12Z run, pretty aggressive. I'll tell you. Pretty aggressive off the coast of Louisiana. B-17, you really think, what part of Texas do you think is going to get hit directly? I like how you guys are pre-predicting that, oh, it's going to hit Texas or it's not going to hit Texas. I could just say you're the B-17 model. You guys could just be weather models, and I could make a spaghetti plot of where you think it's going to go. That would be really cool, actually. What's up, Brian? 7401. What's up, Boomer? This system could go boomer. Could boom, boom, boom. I used to work on a B-17, actually. Oh, so it's a... So a B-17, that sounds like it's a fighter jet. Now I realize it. Do your afterburners, B-17. Oh, it's actually a prop plane, my bad. See, I don't know my airplanes very well. Because I don't ever bother looking at airplanes. So you are a 4-engine Flying Fortress. Maybe they should stick a B-17 inside the tropical system to see what it will find. This is what it's showing right now. This is what the plane is showing. The P3 Orion. What's up, Michael Brown? There's B-17 again. Let's see. B-17, don't be a naughty boy. Don't be naughty. Maybe your engines are acting up. What's steering the system? So the system is getting steered by this ridge. There's a ridge right over here over the southeastern Gulf of Mexico. So the system is being steered like this. So we're going to end up seeing that turn continue to the north and then to the northeast. Because you got this ridge right over here. That's what we're seeing right now. And so if the ridge was way up here, then we would see the system go this way. But if the ridge was down here, we would see the system go typically that way. That's kind of how it works. And actually, as we look at the closer zoomed in view on the water vapor imagery, you can see it does try to hold on to that core. Just barely. But even so, the backside rolls through. There is going to be some serious wind still with it. Oh, nice, B-17. Oh, I know. Now I know. I was not sure because you were saying leave him alone. I was not sure what you were saying leave David alone or leave, or I don't know what you were referring to, so sorry about that. I wonder if a B-17 could actually fly into this tropical storm or hurricane. It has a 4-engine, it's a 4-engine prop, so I'm imagining it can. I love those old planes. I like the DC-3, DC-2, like the old planes. Because they're surprisingly powerful. Oh, definitely not. Oh, okay. What's up, Saturnal? How are you doing? It's a mud hole here. Oh boy. Probably a lot of rainfall. I'll tell you though, you guys should have seen the convection this morning. Look how explosive this monster was this morning. Look at all that convection right there. That thing blew up. You could really see it. What if it goes west? If it goes west, I'll be very shocked, but it's not going to go west. But it is trying to develop deep convection right here. You can even see the last few frames showing some really intense convection on it. So it is trying its best at strengthening. But it's the radar, this is still kind of far out, so it's hard to get an actual sampling of what the structure. You can see the eye there, but yeah. I know, Cactus. See, that's exactly right. It has the looks of a hurricane. It really does. Where do you get that pin from? You go to Epic Pin. You go to epicpin.com. And that's where you get it from. Like, Epic Pin. Right here, you go to Epic Pin. And here's the link to the website. So, epicpin.com. That's kind of why I also want to get a Promethean board, because I could actually use my finger and draw on the screen and annotate a little bit better. Because I have more control, you know. Where's our B-17 at? Is he still in the chat? I hope he is. Hopefully I did not upset him. We're waiting for that plane to get in there, though. Still has a long way to go. Actually, I'm not... Because we're eating dinner at 5 o'clock here, so I'm probably going to actually have to go soon anyways. I will probably post something on my community post, so once the recon data gets in there. But I imagine it's probably very close to of being a hurricane, at least a 65 to 70 mile an hour system. Because there is an inner core trying to develop. Oh, there's B-17. Oh, you're starting your engines. They're probably telling me you're starting your engines and you're ready for takeoff. Yeah, I love the old planes. They're really cool, actually. They can do a lot, you know, even so they're old, they can fly really well still. Yeah, it's still 65, DJ the Broke. But I would not be surprised if it's a hurricane by tonight. Yay! What's up, Greater Food? How are you doing? Have fun at basketball, Titan. Enjoy your basketball game. Oh no, I have gas. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my, you make me laugh, B17. By the way, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the like button and share this live stream with your family and friends on social media. All right, last call for locations. Do you guys want me to add your locations? Because I'm going to be headed out here really soon. There's really not much to update you on since I did my whole briefing. Other than that, this system might be a hurricane in the next advisory. Zoom Earth, please. Why Zoom Earth? Yeah, here's Zoom Earth, and there is Category 2 hurricane at landfall, near landfall. All right. Okay, looks like people are putting in their locations. So do you have the list for me, DJ the Broke? Looks like the news center is over here. Right about in there is where we see it. All right, send it to me then, DJ the Broke, in Discord. Thank you, bud. Thank you, buddy. Which, by the way, look at all this smoke up here. This is disgusting air quality. Really gross. All this smoke over here, just disgusting. And even some of that smoke even being noticed down here in the southeast. Well, I mean their names, DJ the Broke. Because who said Victoria, Texas? See, I need a I need the person that said it. Then I can know where to put it. So, sorry, folks. So we will try to do this the hard way then. Only if I'm good at it, I guess. I'm hopefully fast enough. All right, so let's go back and look at Gale Francis. Okay, I'm going to have to put you in a different area of Slidell, Louisiana, just because there's one person that took it so we'll put you over here. Okay, oh my goodness, people. So Tell me says that. So let's add him in. Oh, lovely, you're in the hurricane warning. That's terrible. Might want to evacuate then. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah. I would have been getting stuff ready if I were you. Holden, Louisiana, Trenton, Watkins is saying. So let's go to Trenton. If you're in a hurricane warning, you need to be, yeah. You know what to do. If you're in a hurricane warning, evacuate. Don't stay behind. Boy, a lot of Louisianians. A lot of Louisianians here. Please add Martin, Louisiana. Yep, I got it. Martini or Batterini. Yep, I got you, Timothy. We're doing it the hard way because my friend did not add the person's name that requested that location. So I'm sorry. We have to do it the hard way, which is the long way. There we go. So you're there. Timothy Burner. Wow, in downtown Louisiana. Man, look at all these Louisianian people right here. Incredible. Got a narrow audience today. Okay, Covington, Louisiana. Did I get you or no? I don't think I did. Covington, Louisiana. Let me make sure there is no one that took that location up. Okay, perfect. So we will then add you to the map. So we will just put you right here, just randomly right there. All right, so let's see. Cameron, Louisiana, Houston, Texas, Woodville, Texas. So, okay, you put in your location already on Tell me. So, your location is that. So, Woodville, Texas, I'm doing now. I'm on down to Woodville, Texas. So, I'm already caught up, which is nice. So you're in the clear, looks like. There's no warnings or anything for your area. Okay. Sugar Land, Texas. All right. Wow, we're going to be running out of these the list here soon. We're only at 58 left. 58 left. So Sugar Land, Texas, I'm guessing that's probably what it is. You're probably giving me an estimated location, which is perfectly fine with me. What's up, Lava Command? Lava from a volcano. Don't blow your top now. Discord message. Lava Command. Northwest side of Francine, SRH near 301 kilometer shear. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. There's a lot of deep layer shear. By the way, Lava Command, what are your thoughts on this system? What do you think is going to happen? What's up, Dopey? How are ya doing? Okay, Lori Martin, my more famous viewer. How are you doing, Lori Martin? How are you doing, buddy? Madisonville, Louisiana. Love the logo. That's how I know it's you. So there we go. So I don't think there is... Okay, no, DJ the Broke, you need to give me the person that... I got this. I got this. All right. So if you guys need to send me you guys' location to add on to the map, not exact location, but city-wise, town-wise, just send me it. I will do my best at adding it in. Thanks for your help, DJ the Broke. What's up, Luca? So this is what we have right now. I Like Future still on Doppler radar. What's up, B767? How are you doing? So we got another airplane in the chat. B767. Oh, that's just a commercial airliner. Yeah. Twin jet. A commercial airliner. Oh, yeah, for you. Okay, yeah. Mission Bend, Texas, DJ the Broke. That's probably what you're referring to for me. Okay, sorry. Sorry if I misread that. Thought you were typing in someone else's location for me. No, that wouldn't work very well. DJ the Broke. And I'll put a little star, because you're a moderator, little star sign at the end. So that way I know that it's an actual moderator and kind of not famous, but like, wow, we have 4 people that live in the Houston area. Okay, Jensen Beach, Florida. Also Floridian for next year's hurricane season. Not that this hurricane season is over for Florida, but like, it's getting narrower. It's getting narrower for the season. Which, by the way, tomorrow's the peak of hurricane season. So, technically, we are not at the peak yet. The peak of the hurricane season in my dreams is actually at the noon hour, local time. Man, these locations just keep coming in. When I think there's no more, then there's more that pop in. So that's fine though. That's perfectly fine because we are 53 remaining. 53 more locations remaining. So that is in Seabrook. Wow. Also in the Galveston area, Houston area. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 viewers that live in the Houston area. Also for severe weather. So if there's a big severe weather event, like a derecho or a squall line, and we get something on radar, we can say, hey, Chase McLean, there's a derecho coming your way soon. Oh, DJ the Broke, or David Lee YouTube, or Carabine. You know, these locations on the map tell me that, oh, this is where my viewer lives. This is the person that's watching me from. So that's why I like adding these. Let me know if you want your location added though, because yeah, it's getting narrower. The spots are getting lower. We're down to 52 now. 52 left. 52 left. Oh, San Antonian person. Nice. Pearland, Texas. Oop, we're getting there. Cameron Cappers. And again, this is also for any weather event. This is not just for hurricanes specifically. This is specifically for, oh, there's a derecho or there's a big winter storm at a low latitude with a high wind event. I can be like, oh, big storm is going to be headed your way, or you're going to get a snow squall here in a second, you know? Okay, Charles Stargees, Clearwater Beach, Florida. Man, 50 remaining, folks. 50 remaining. So, yeah. It's kind of like a little getting your first iPhone for the first time. Spots are running out. Slots are closing. Oh my goodness. Cameron, did I get you already? I think I did, right? Maybe. Only one location per person, please. Please, please, please. Because then that confuses me. Then it's hard to decipher, okay? One location per person. Unless you explicitly say, hey, my family lives here. But we're not going to do family members right now. Just singular viewer, okay? So I got Pearland, Texas already. Man, the Houston area getting a lot of attraction. Pasadena, Texas, probably down there too. Oh, another Houston person. Yes, kind of thought so. The guy behind the phone. That's a long username. So that is another. So we have a lot of people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people in the Houston metro area. Okay. Oh my goodness. I can't even. I'm getting overwhelmed now. There's too many people putting in locations right now. Flexicat, though, is Houston, Texas. So that's an easy one. I will put you over here in northern Houston. How about that? Since you just said Houston, Texas, since Houston is a big area. Wow, look at this. Definitely a lot of Houston people. Oh my goodness. Yeah, wow, we have a lot of people. This is incredible. Okay, so I'm going to have to move that I think I got you already, Zachary. Yeah, I got you already. Oh, wait, no, I didn't, because that's a different name. That's a new name. All right. So I'm going to have to move this over here to a different location. There we... Oh, shoot. Darn it. Can I edit that? Can I edit that? Please, please, please. Okay, good. I can. Okay, so that's who lives where. Sugarland, Texas. Okay. I know this is a boring stream, but like you guys are putting my location or putting locations in. So once we run out, that's it. That's all there is to it. And I hope you all just understand that oh, there's no more slots available. Okay, so that Katy, Texas, laughing out loud says. Wow, laughing out loud is an easy little name to get down. It's laughing out loud is what it stands for. So let's add that. Oh, wait, no, not that. Why is it not letting me add any? Oh, there we go. All right, so that's that. Little intermission. We do have some sort of an inner core eye wall forming right here on the eastern side of the system. What's up, Izia? How are you doing? Thank you for the $2 donation. So I'm Baton Rouge impacts. So Baton Rouge, Louisiana will certainly get some strong tropical storm force winds. And in fact, there is a storm surge watch near that area. In fact, you're kind of in a crosshairs of a storm surge watch, tropical storm watch, and a tropical storm warning. So you are going to see a lot of wind, lots of heavy rainfall, and some flooding, perhaps from fresh water. Beaumont here, that's easy. So Beaumont is right over here. Oh my gosh. I cannot even keep up. All of the chats are just going really quickly. If I missed your The location, I'm sorry. So Beaumont, we have a high demand of Beaumont right now. So we are going to put in Matty Lodge. When we get down to 40 locations, I think I'm going to take a break from adding all these locations in. I mean, that's incredible. Just too many. Just too many. All at once. So you live really close to the Reaper. You get... no, I did not get Green Acres yet, but I will do that right now since you're a member. But yeah, thank you for the $2 donation, Izia. I do appreciate that. There you go. Wow. We're right there near West Palm Beach. Add Panama City Beach. Panama City Beach. Okay, so I'll add that to the list. And that is Summit. Summit is saying that I'm assuming you are in Panama City Beach. So 42 remaining. So the Summit is right there along the coast. North Padre Island, James is saying. So I'm guessing that's probably in Louisiana, since most of these are from Louisiana. So we'll go to North Padre Island. Yeah, oh, actually Corpus Christi. I was kind of close. There are those islands, though, in Louisiana near the Mardi Gras area. So that's why I was assuming that. Okay, so that's that. Okay, this is fun. Thank you. Someone said Galveston right down here. Galveston, Texas. So we'll go to Galveston. Boy, we really kind of ate up the list already. We're literally down. We have like 39 more. 39 more spots. Oops, why is it not letting me add it again? Oh, that's why. There we go. So we added that. Wow, a lot of people in this area of Texas. Very compact area. A lot of viewers. Do you think it'll become a major hurricane? I am not surprised if it becomes a major hurricane. So evidently there's a chance, yes. Winston-Salem, RIB B6, Boeing 767 says that. So, oh, the airplane lives in North Carolina. Maybe you're just resting in your hangar and you're waiting for takeoff, or you're getting your engine worked on. Come on, why is this giving me a hard time? All right, there we go. Boeing 767 in the hangar. Oh my. Oh wow. We're still getting to the list here. Unbelievable. Fayetteville, North Carolina. So let's go to that. This is incredible. I've never had to add this many people. This is good. This is good. I'm actually happy because wait until winter season comes and I do live streaming. I'll have all these names on the list already. I mean, literally, you know how many we have left available? We're in the 40s. Yeah, we have 37 left. 37 more locations left. That means I have almost 200 locations used up. I know, I wish I could make these icons a little bit brighter. But you can see, actually, if I change the map color, let me see if I change it. That's actually probably a little bit better. Yeah, I can see now a little bit more. It's easier. So we can actually see who lives where. This is really cool. My viewers, I'm actually talking to my viewers, my audience, and I can see, oh, this is where so-and-so lives. And I'm concerned about that Tilmean person in Cameron, Louisiana. That is pretty close to the coast. So if you're still watching this stream, get things together, please. You're right in the crosshairs of a potential landfall right on top of your house. Thank you, Bill Adams. I appreciate it. Any more locations, folks? Any more locations that you want me to add? There is 37 more slots available. 37 more slots available. Once they are out, they're out. There's no more slots. Orange Park, Florida, something. Orange Park, Florida. I think we have an Orange Park already, but actually we don't. That's in Texas. So we'll go to Orange Park, Florida. Yeah, there it is. So got your name on there. So okay, Johnny Westbrook, I will add you for Gonzales, Louisiana. Boy, a lot of people in that hurricane-prone area. I'm concerned. I am concerned. I'm not liking this. Yeah, you're under a tropical storm watch, Johnny. I think you showed me your little pond before. You have like a little pond, which is actually really cool. Forgot where it was though, but that doesn't matter at this point. You're in the Gonzales area. So you're under a tropical storm watch. I got you, DJ. Already, I got your location, League City, right? Yeah, I got you. Oh, that was Mission Bend. All right, so okay, I need each person. If you want me to give your location out, please give it only one person per location. So that means DJ Broke, don't give me League City because then I'll assume that's where you live then. So that throws me off. So please, thank you. New Orleans, Roxanne is in New Orleans. So we have another New Orleans. A lot of little compact little community over here. So New Orleans, so downtown. Roxanne, there we go. So now I'll have to zoom in and your name will pop up. So if I zoom out, some of your names won't pop up on the map. It's just the population based on like zoom. Oh, okay. All right, no counties. I will not give a location out for counties. It's got to be a town or city. Thank you. Imagine me. I will imagine you. Okay, we're down a third, almost 20 in the 20s here on our location-wise. So we are definitely getting low on the list. No counties. I will not add in your location if you're going to provide me a county. Thank you. What's the impact for, yeah, Parish, Dalton? So you're down in here, I'm sure. Dalton. So you're definitely going to get some impacts, lots of heavy rainfall and gusty winds. And also the locations help me give your most accurate forecast too. I'm in Folsom, Louisiana. That's a little bit more. City or town, please. Not county. I will not add you. Because then county-wise, it's, you can live anywhere in the county. So. Oh, wait, that's... Oh, my gosh. I put you under a city. Oh, my gosh. No wonder why it didn't pop up correctly. Oh, my gosh. This is giving me trouble today. There we go. Okay. David, look at the radar. It's moving northeast. Ah, someone agrees with me. Someone agrees with me that it's moving northeast. It's wobbling around. I think it's moving still north. Yeah, it's moving north. It's moving north right now. North, northwest, and north. Definitely developing an inner core structure, though. You can definitely see that. I've never been in a hurricane. No, I would like to be in one and experience one. Okay, Casey. Casey says that. So let's add him to the list. What the heck is going on? All right, there we go. Casey, there you go. Thank you, Imagine Me, for the $1 or $2 donation. You are absolutely awesome, so I want to appreciate that. I know this is boring for some of you. I don't go this long at adding names to the list, but like, that way, you know, it's my say thank you. I mean, that way we can track things. If it's a winter storm, if it's a tornado, or if it's severe weather, if it's a hurricane, or a tropical system of any kind, I can be like, oh, let's go and look for where Brian is. Oh, Lake Charles area. So this really does help out a lot. And also I want to celebrate Imagine Me for your first super chat on a live stream. So thank you for that. Imagining if someone gave their address. Yeah, that would not be good. But I'm too nice of a person to actually go to someone's doorstep and literally show up, be like, I know where you live. I'm not that type of person. I would never show up to someone's house and be like that. Now, if you threaten me, if you threaten to come after me and stuff, then I might, but I wouldn't otherwise. If I feel threatened, then that's when you see the bad side of me. You don't want to see the bad side of me. Believe me, you do not want to see the bad side of me. What's the worst winds I've been in? February 4th, 2024 of this year, we had a really big bombing cyclone off the California coast, and we had gusts of 50 to 60 miles an hour. I'm not joking. I'm not joking when I say that. If I bring up the wind video, it was a big storm. once it all loads. Man, I have computer running slow today, I guess. Did you see my comment? I did. Oh yeah, I've been wanting to ask this for 6 years. Is it? I am, yeah, Johnny, since I know you really well, I could do that for sure. I'm just going to add you as a... But yeah, you'll see a surprise. But do not, what is it called? Don't abuse it, please. I mean, Johnny, please don't abuse it. Please do not. Because if you do, I will take it away from you. And I will be more than happy to do that. So don't abuse it. Aye, Captain. Oh my god. That inner core is developing, though. You can see that inner core. I wrote out Ida. Yeah, Ida was really intense. That thing was nasty. So this is the February storm. I did want to briefly show you all. Not that. Oh wait, maybe is it? Golly, where is it? It was one of the storms. Ah. No, that's not it. Where in the heck? Oh, it's down here. I believe it's down here. Because someone wanted to see what the strongest wind I've been in. And you're about to see the footage. Oh, maybe it's... Oh, okay, it's way up here. Never mind. This is the strongest wind I've ever been in. Not that. Hold on. I'm trying to find a good one that... Oh yeah, here's the one. This is pretty much... That's pretty much our... That's pretty much our big windstorm that we had. Thank you, Amanda, for the donation. I appreciate it. This was like that big storm. That was the strongest that I've been in. And that's basically that. Yeah, it did not feel like a hurricane, but it was up there. It was up there. If I could use 2 more of those, I would probably be like, oh, I missed that storm. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. That was exciting. I got some important weather data. And actually... This is what I got that day. It's in February the 4th. The data doesn't lie. Got 61 mile an hour gusts there. 64 was the peak intensity that day on that station. It literally verified with what most of the models were showing between that 65 to almost 70 mile an hour range. It was incredible. Yeah, when we get storms, they can get really destructive here. They can blow down a lot of stuff. See what this storm is trying to do, though. Doesn't look like it's producing very deep convection, but that might change very quickly. What's up, Scott? How are you doing? Welcome. Dry air has gotten to Francine. Hurricane Austin is saying. There is some drier air. I'm sure it does look anemic. There's not much convection over that center. I wonder if it's the drier air over the southern Texas area that might have gone in the way. I'm going to look at the latest Dropzon mission. I'm going to look at Dropzon number 8 to see if there was drier air that got in the way. Because I'm guessing that's probably what happened. Where is it? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, there it is. Okay, so Dropzon number 8. So I'm gonna look for number 8 here and see what we have. There is no dry air on that, according to the Dropzon in that quadrant. Maybe the southeastern side. Let me go to Dropzon number 16. Yeah, there is some drier air, but it's not overly dry. Thank you, Alice, for the $5 donation. I do appreciate the donations, folks. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I don't see any dry air on any of the plot system at all. No, I don't see anything. Dropzon 7 does have some drier air at 8%. Actually, there might be enough of that at 400 millibars, but that's too far to the north. But otherwise, I don't see much. I don't see much at all. It's all saturated in the deep layer. I don't expect that dry air to last long, though. All right. Someone keeps on saying it keeps moving west. I do not know where you're getting that from. Either way, if this goes west, it is still going to bring impacts. And it's not moving west. I am not seeing that. There's no way this is moving west. Thank you for the $20 donations. Thanks for all your hard work. I don't care if you haven't been in a hurricane. Yeah, I'm glad. See, I would like to go out and chase a hurricane for one. Just do it once to see how it is and then not do it again. It's kind of where I'm at. But hey, I'll take the winter storms. I can take a 65, 70 mile an hour wind gust in my backyard during the winter season. I'm okay with that. But when I look back at, do we remember you all? I don't know if you guys have followed me for the last 3 or 4 years on YouTube. Do you remember the olden days when I used to like live stream wind events? Now I'm to that point where it's like, why stream a wind event? It's like no one's interested in watching it. And honestly, I would rather film it and then put it on YouTube for members only over than actually just streaming it, you know? I remember that, yeah. Recon just entered Francine. Not really. The recon mission is up here. Actually, maybe they did enter it. Did they? Nope, they did not. None of the airplanes did yet. Wind is fun when you're experiencing it, right? Like, so if I'm not streaming it, if I don't need to stream it and not do any footage, then, you know, it's fun to me. But, like, not everyone has that same interest with 20-mile-an-hour winds, right? Now, if it's a hurricane, then I stream that wind. Then people are like, oh, wow, this guy's getting 90-mile-an-hour winds. What's up from Dominica? Edgar, Jeremy, how are you doing? I feel terrible that I have not done much on the tropics for you all there in the Eastern Caribbean other than Barrel. There has just not been a lot going on out there. The Cabo Verde season is just like... sleeping away. It's pretty much what it's doing right now. Sleeping away. Thank you so much, Soul to Soul. Yeah, oh gosh, I remember Ida. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, Ida. I'll say that again. Ida was a possessed hurricane for sure. Also Laura, Michael, Ian. Oh yeah, Ian. That still gives me the creeps sometimes. But I'll tell you, you know, even so, I'm not saying it's a bust, but definitely probably not going to perform like our expectations of this hurricane season. And I just like how people said, I'm wrong. No, I'm not wrong, you know. We did not expect it to be this dead. We really didn't, other than we have Francine. But like overall, I mean, monkey wrenches get into the way with things. I mean, climate models did not do a good job this year, and we have to accept that. Like, well, at least it's not hyperactive, right? Because if it was hyperactive, this would have been Francine 9.0 maybe, you know? Which, by the way, I want to make it clear, we have yet to get a fish storm this year. We've yet to get a fish storm. We have not had a fish storm. All 6 named storms have made landfall. I want to make that really clear. All 6 storms have made landfall this year. Somewhere, not in the United States, Alberto and Chris were down here in the southern Gulf of Mexico, but the rest... well, Ernesto did not impact the United States, but it went over these islands, and then guess what? It went right over poor little Bermuda. And there's my name, St. David's. All right, so it went over populated areas. So that's what we got to understand, that in relative sense, it was extraordinarily busy. It is extraordinarily busy season. But in relative sense, by the number of named storms and the frequency, no. It has not panned out like that. So, I'm in the Caribbean, yeah. So I just wanted to let you all know that this forecast may not be what everyone was predicting, you know, but... we are seeing still like something like Francine. Who knows how strong Francine could be? And get this, only takes one. And it only takes a major hurricane. And theoretically, Francine could show us some true colors that we do not want to see. So that is why, you know, you got to be ready. You always have to be ready. But I'm telling you, I'll say this again. Good thing. It's a good thing that this season... is not likely to have 29 or 30 named storms. Because I'll tell you what, if it did, who knows how bad this season would have been. In ace numbers, the accumulated cyclone energy. What's up, Aiden? Welcome back. What's up, B767? Ready for takeoff on runway 27 left. Or you need to start your engines first, huh? Which take a while to spool up. Yeah, radar is very interesting. It is. There is something that's trying to form. Maybe this could be Hurricane Austin. Which actually, let me look at that up. Was there actually a Hurricane Austin? No, there was not. So there was not a Hurricane Austin. That is the first time I've seen that, DJ the Broke. I did not know that actually when you ping someone's name, it actually stays orange while the $20 super chat is there. That's cool. First time I've seen that. But this could be Hurricane Austin. No, I'm just kidding. Since actually it is, you're a hurricane and it's Austin, I can almost say that. Oh, is Aaron here? Oh, what's up? Oh, it is Aaron. By the way, has the Delta breeze picked up for you yet? Are we seeing any west winds over the Tracy area? It's sure warm here today. It's 98 degrees. The advertised cooler weather is supposed to come. I don't think it's coming, though, until tomorrow. Did I put your name up there already, Ben? Maybe I didn't. The Ben. This is the only time I'll do this because he is a member of the YouTube channel. I want to just take a break from adding people's names because, boy, we went to town earlier with it. I will stay live, though, until dinner time, I guess. And then I'll want to take a little bit of a rest, a nap, before work tonight. I hate being tired at work, you know. So we have 29 remaining. So there is your name, Ben, right there. I know it's hard to see, but there is your name. Ben Ivy. Wind update for Fairy Day? Fairy Day. So, yeah, I wanted to show you all the models again. Let me see if our hurricane models are in. I bet you they should be in. Yep, they are coming in right now. Let's see. So this is the initialization right here, the 18Z run. It does show that the storm is a little stronger. And it is a little further to the east. And it is a little stronger as well. Just a little to the south and to the east. And that makes a difference. Again, everything makes a difference here. So let's go forward and see what this does. And this still reaches major hurricane intensity, 114 miles an hour. Not as strong as 121 earlier, but still, that is a major hurricane intensity, still nearing landfall with 100-mile-an-hour winds. So this is, in other words, this is going to become a high-end Category 2 hurricane, possibly a major hurricane on the halves B run. That's what this is showing right now. And it looks like Wednesday, so it looks like it's about the same time, and it's a little further to the east again, right over Vermilion Bay again. The last run had it a little further to the west, more over western Vermilion Bay at the same time. This run is a little further east with the exact center. Oh, really? DJ the Broke. Okay. Oh, I could hear those engines spooling up. B767 starting up its engines. I'm just kidding. Wind gusts. Wind gusts are going to be really strong as well. 138, 140 mile an hour wind gusts on approach to the Vermilion Bay area. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of power outages, a lot of damage. And I cannot get this out of my head. Remember Beryl, folks, that was an 80 mile an hour hurricane, and that knocked out a lot of power to Houston. Okay? In other words, just because it's not a major hurricane does not mean it's not a big deal, all right? Because this is a big deal. It is a serious deal. This thing is going to really go intense. It's going to go it's going to explode in the next 24 hours. It's not going to end well. Let's see the halves A model now. The 18Z run. See what that model shows. Yeah, still a major hurricane. Briefly a major hurricane. So, yeah, I'm still concerned. I am definitely concerned about this still. And with pressures that are down to 976 millibars, that hasn't changed much. Not as low as the last run, but really aggressive still on the halves A. Let's see what about the... See the previous run though. Yeah, this is actually more aggressive on this run because it's showing 113, 100 miles an hour. So a little teeny bit more aggressive on that. And then here is the H-Mon. The H-Mon has not rendered yet, so we don't know about the H-Mon. See if the NAM came in. Yeah, so the NAM did come in. And I'm telling you, this could be reality on the NAM 3-kilometer model. My peak is 100 to 110.4 now. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going about 105 on my peak. My peak intensity is 105 based on the latest guidance. Ben Ivy, I got ya. Hey, Severe Weather Center, I'm guessing you're Andy Yagodayev, right? From New York. I miss talking to you. I always think about my old friends that I used to talk to. Nicholas Barreto on YouTube. Man, I just miss the old times. I really do. I mean, 2017, 2018 at YouTube old times. I strongly believe it will become a Cat 3. What's your evidence on that, Severe Weather Center? What do you think? Why you think it might become a Cat 3? Boy, once that gets on land, though, that's 80 mile an hour surface winds. That's pretty strong. That's 130 mile an hour wind gusts. Old YouTube was so good, yeah. But yeah, this is the concern right here. Maybe a Cat 2 in the making or Cat 2 coming. Severe Weather Center, there is going to be wind shear though. There is going to be wind shear. Also, I want to make it really clear as well. Even the surface winds, well, this would be really devastating. This would be a Cat 4 right here on the lower, on the 80-meter wind plot. That would be like about 300 feet off the ground. Look at the 850 millibar winds, 150 knots 150 knots on the NAM 3 kilometer. That is really strong. Let's see what it's on the HAVS-B, what the low-level winds are like. Yeah, even Cat 3, Cat 4 intensity. DMAX could help it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's an issue with dry air. A random hurricane tracker, nice. I'm not jumping the gun yet, Severe Weather Center. I'm thinking about 105 miles an hour. I'm not jumping the gun yet. I'm not ready to call a major yet. I'm still not. And there's good reasoning behind that. It could though, but you can't ever assume. I'm really curious what the GFS is going to show though in the long range out there though. Man, there's nothing out there in the modeling. This fantasy storm, I guess, disappeared, so there's not much confidence of that developing. I think even on the Euro still wants it to deepen pretty quickly, but have it turn northward. Canadian doesn't have much on it either. Maybe another little slumber coming back. Who knows? I never leave. I don't have anywhere to go with my pets. Oh. You got to figure out something. You have to figure out something, because if you are under an evacuation order, you're going to have to do something about that. I know pets are very valuable. Very valuable. You're very welcome, Severe Weather Center. T3.0, you said. Someone said. On RAL, right? Probably on the real-time cyclone guidance project. Let's see. Where is it? ADT right here. Yeah, so it's not even a hurricane on the satellite objective. But that's not very... We are going to get airplane data. And that's going to give us some detail. Man, they are taking their own sweet time. They're taking their own sweet time. Oh, they're in the storm. Oh! Recon Air Force 3 mission's going in first, I guess. The Air Force 3 is going in. So, we're going to get some data, folks. Are you all ready for some data? Here we go. Yep. There they are. And they have gotten winds of 40 knots. So that's tropical storm force already. That's 50 miles an hour. And they're not in the inner core yet. So we'll just have to wait and see what they find. They're going in. They're nosediving. Not nosediving literally, but they're headed in there. They're headed in. Thank you, a random hurricane tracker. Have a good one. So we're getting new recon data, and this will give us an idea if it has strengthened or not. I do, Angela. At 8 o'clock tonight, though. That's why I want to end this and probably take a quick nap after dinner. I'm a little tired because I woke up at 7:30 this morning, go to AT&T and find out I cannot pre-order my iPhone until Friday. It was a waste of me getting up early and a waste of a trip. I don't know if you answered my question, Aaron, but any west winds? Got a little bit of a breeze here, but hard to tell if it's out of the west. Yeah, I started my day at 7:30 this morning. And my day is not ending until about 12:30 tonight. Looks like an eye wall trying to form. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I started at 6:30 in the morning. Oh boy, Hurricane Austin. Oh yeah, there's an inner core really trying to form now. Something is trying. Francine is trying. But that's why I cannot wait to get the new recon data in. We need their new recon data. You're sitting here glazing, David. And not much deep convection, but I'm thinking there's a few attempts starting to percolate on the... Yeah, right here, we might be starting to see something pop up. Right here. There's a little bit of a shadow, maybe something. Maybe the early signs of some cumulonimbus development right there. We will see, though, how that progresses. That is right there on the northern eye wall. D-max won't be good. Yeah, which happens when the sun goes down. That's probably why this storm is not showing much yet. But wow, look at that outflow. That outflow is really intense. So once D-max gets going, diurnal max, it's probably going to go haywire, just like it did this morning. And I wanted to show you all that from last night on the infrared satellite imagery. Look at all this deep convection from last night. Look at that. Crazy. It's a storm showing its nasty colors. I love seeing the formative stage of these storms, but boy, when they intensify, it's a different story. I just like seeing the formative, seeing the overshooting tops. Man. We are getting some really deep convection now on the southern eye wall. Looks like the southern side is starting to percolate now. That was intense convection. Yep, there is definitely something popping up there. Looks like that might be on the western side, actually, in fact. That's this little banding feature right here. We're starting to get some banding. So we're going to wait for the airplane to get in there to see what they find. Did this strengthen or did it not? We will wait and see. Yeah, the inner core is trying to form though. You know what? Might be right here, in fact. Or is that a little mesovortice? That might be a little mesovortice. Okay, that is something. That might be the early signs. Very small little eye, though. And that's where that overshooting top is. I'm going to see if we get lightning. I'm going to open up windy.com. Because that is... There it is, right there. Yep, that's exactly where the deep convection is. And we're going to see if we get lightning. A lot of lightning going on to the north here, northeast. By the way, if you guys are new, you guys like the content, share, like, and subscribe. Be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that's deepening right there. That little piece of convection right there. Yeah, it's getting ready. And once the aircraft gets in there... Yep. They are not far. So they'll be in there probably in the next update. In the next 10 minutes, we'll get a new aircraft in there. What's up, Jack? How are you? There is definitely a little bit of an eye wall forming. And there's a nasty band up here to the north, which actually did have a secondary wind max. Yeah, we're starting to get some convection here now. So yeah, it's bubbling up. It's already bubbling up. It's going north right now at the moment, it looks like. Thank you, Hurricane Austin. Wow, that is very... You can... A little bit of a cinnamon roll look. That is trying to do something. I don't know if it's a bad thing or if it's a good thing, but it's trying to wrap in. What's up, Lisa P? Please make sure you rest. I will rest once the airplane gets in there. Once they do their first pass, I will get that. I'll let you all know where it's at. And then, yeah. I wouldn't consider that a hook echo. Well, not really, because it's part of a tropical system. But it's trying to wrap all the way up. Oh, yeah. Look how cold those cloud tops are right here. On the infrared, definitely some cold cloud tops. That's, yeah, that's some deep convection. It's wrapping up. It's fighting dry air. David, do you, so the weaker the storm, the more west it goes, right? In general, let me look at the steering flow. But in general, yes. Well, with the lower level steering flow, yeah, in this case, it would probably go more west. It's normal crypto wave, yes. Wind shear to the north is high. Yeah, but not over the storm right now. It's not that strong over the storm. And that's why it's, it's... Don't worry, I did not fart, you guys. That was me going against my chair. I need to get a new chair. This chair is really wobbly. Yeah, it looks like that little piece to the south of the center is falling apart. And maybe this is trying to get its act together, maybe. We should get a new update here from the recon in a little bit, so we will get some new data once they fly in. Oh my gosh, Lisa. Oh my gosh, Chase, you're funny. That wind shear is helping the outflow. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. Oh yeah, you guys look at, we're starting to get convection now. We have another piece of convection here to the south now. That is beginning to erupt. So I'm wondering if we're beginning to see the beginnings of Dmax. Or maybe some just random initial convection going around. Yep, see, we're starting to see another hot tower here pop up. See, earlier looked kind of like, But now it really is firing up convection. I would not be surprised if it's already doing that. Yep, see, there's one there, one little piece, and then here's another piece of deep convection. I don't know, though, Hurricane Austin, if it's beginning. Wow, winds are not even as strong as earlier, though. On the northern side, only 40 knots. That's 50 miles an hour. And that's the center. That would be essentially the center. I don't know where you all see it's trending west. It's going north-northwest. Probably even north. It's not going west. There's no way. I'm not seeing it moving west anymore. LOL says it's moving east. No, it's not moving east. It's not moving east. You need to look at you need to look at satellite history and look at radar history, and you could see that it's going north-northwest and even due north. And once the new advisory comes out in the next hour and a half, which I won't be here for that because I'm going to be eating dinner. You know what? I think there is a relocation of the center, maybe. It's hard to say. Definitely a lot of lightning, though. And it does look like it's trying now. It's trying right here. Yeah. Might be a... You even see satellite, though. It's going due north. The little circulation there. It's... Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's going north, and it has deep convection. You can see this little piece right here. So I wonder if we're beginning to see the beginnings of D-Max. Soon getting closer, because the sun's getting lower, and as that sun gets lower, seems to reorganize or get more oomph to it. Jorge, I'm assuming it's using satellite data and aircraft recon data. Well, it's definitely using aircraft recon data. And the 18Z run is in, so yeah. And I wonder if that airplane, the jet that flew into it, so this is the 18Z run, that's why it shifted more to the southeast than the previous run. We're going to get a new update here in a second, though. Get a new recon update in about 5 minutes. And we will be able to see where the system or what the southern side looks like. Because that looks to have the strongest good-looking eye wall right now. Partially formed eye wall. So that's going to matter a whole lot. If they do find winds of like 60 knots, this did strengthen. Definitely strengthened. So we'll just wait and see what the plane finds. I don't know. Oh my goodness. DJK, I don't know how you're seeing this movie northwest, but okay. If you think it's moving northwest, then that's on you. But I'm not seeing that. It's going north already. Saw that, Jorge, after I came back from lunch. It's organizing. Hurricane Austin says it's going north-northwest. Probably on average, you're probably using the average, but we'll see what the NHC says. If it's moving north-northwest, it's not much in that direction. It's kind of slightly east of due, north-northwest heading. This is trying, though, to get better defined, though. It's showing a little bit of signs of doing that. Oh, yeah, there's definitely deep convection here firing up. So definitely an inner core structure is forming. Again, D-Max really getting at this. I think D-Max is helping out. Oh, yeah. D-Max maybe. Pull up Zoom Earth. Okay, so let me just tell you guys about this. All right. You want to hear a secret about Zoom Earth? Are you guys ready to hear about a secret about Zoom Earth? Let me know in the chat. You want to hear a secret? Okay, so, all right. So this was updated. The cone was updated right here. Okay, that's where the dot is. So assuming, okay, from that point, the system maybe it turned north, because it looks like if you follow this black line right here, follow this black line. Notice how it's beginning to turn like that. So I'm wondering if it's doing this now, if it's over on this side or even over here. Okay, and I could even pull up radar to show you all that. And actually, based on radar, it might be more down here, actually. So it might have jogged around. We'll see, though, what the next NHC shows, but it probably did move west a little bit based on that radar imagery. So we cannot say it's actually moving northwest or anything like that. Okay? Because this is based on the latest cone, and the dot's going to stay on top of that cone. It's not going to go off the cone for any reason. It's just not going to do that. You know, it's not going to drift over here or over here. It's going to stay on that line. It is. So you have to be aware of that until we get a new advisory location update from the NHC, an official NHC location update. The dot's going to continue going northwest until we get a new update. That's probably the thing that's misleading people, that, oh, it's moving northwest still. I don't think it's moving northwest. It's moving north. Oh, we got a new airplane in there. Or the airplane did fly through there. 41 knots. 41 knots of wind. Why are they turning out? They're turning around or something. Why didn't they get that side? Wow, pressure did drop though, 991 millibars. It was 996 this morning. 991 millibars. So in theory, the system did deepen a little bit. But they need to get that western side, though, and I wonder if there's a lot of lightning. That's why they made a U-turn. They probably did not risk flying through there. So I'm going to wait for another update. I bet you it's because that southern eye wall, that's where there's a lot of deep convection right now. 92L is 4040. Really, Hurricane Austin, wow. Yeah, based on the extrapolated pressure, they did find pressure down at 991 millibars. So that's deep. That's already deeper than this morning. We're not going to assume yet if it's a Category 1 hurricane right now. We need to get that southern side, and I don't know why they did not fly out on that other side. I do not know why. I'm not saying it's a hurricane already. We're not going to assume it's a hurricane until we get the data. Oh, another big burst of deep convection here. Yep, there's a little piece right here popping off. There's a center right there, though, where that deep convection area is. What is it? DJ the Broke? Update is out? What? Not at 7. Wait, they do. Oh, it is 3 hours. Okay, then it is out. 65 miles an hour. 993 millibars. So the pressure dropped 3 millibars. Still moving to the north-northwest at 7 miles an hour. But that's from the intermediate advisory. We'll wait from the complete advisory tonight, which I won't be up for. Well, I will be working, but I won't be on YouTube. So, I don't know how this is moving north-northwest. I don't understand how it is moving north-northwest. Interesting, though. Nevertheless, they probably kept it at 65 to wait for more aircraft recon data. Yep, there it comes in, the banding. Intense banding to the south already. And once that recon data comes in, once we get the southern side, we need the southern side, then we will begin to figure out that it's... Okay, do not be disrespectful, DJK. All right, do not be disrespectful. I mean, please have some respect, all right? Thank you, DJK. And it doesn't matter if it's a little further west or northwest. That track is not going to last very, very long at all. In fact, we might be beginning to see a larger eye forming right here. And all that clutter in the middle is going to clear out. It's what it does look like. We may be beginning to see the beginnings of an eye taking shape. Jorge, oh my gosh, you're crazy. You're predicting a Cat 4 hurricane, but then you just say, just kidding. I'm joking. Yeah, don't go that far ahead in your intensity prediction. Jeez. So this is not going to be out for another few minutes, so we will wait to see with what they get on that southern side. Thank you so much, Chase. Thank you. Showing a lot of lightning on the app. Yeah, that's the banding future. That's all the banding to the north. And that's what that is right there. A lot of lightning. It's possible, DJ the Broke, it could go further west, but none of the models show it going further west. I mean, look at the GFS right there. What in the heck happened to the airplane data? What in the world? Oh, it's right here. Okay, so the plane is, I think it's over here. It glitched out. It's glitching out. It's acting up right now. So they did not find any stronger wind zone on this side. Just 40 knots. So maybe it has weakened a little bit. Maybe it has weakened a little bit based on the mission. But they flew through the center again. And the pressure is still the same, 991 millibars. Okay. But anyways, I got the center. We got some information. It has not strengthened anymore based on the recon data. Might not even be 65 miles an hour. I would not be surprised. It really did weaken a little bit since this morning. Probably due to the lack of convection, but it is still spinning about there. And we will see what this does in the next few hours. But I think I'm going to head off because it is dinner time for me. And then I'm going to try to get a little bit of sleep, a little bit of a nap in before I go to work tonight. But anyways, if you guys have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. I would really appreciate that to show your awesome support to the channel because we are not far from 26,600 subs, almost up to 26.6. So we're only 13 subs away. So thank you all for supporting the channel today by subscribing, hitting the like button, and sharing this video with your family and friends on social media. There really isn't much to talk about other than that we looked over the models, and right now we're still forecasting a Category 2 hurricane with 100 to 110 miles an hour at landfall or near landfall over Louisiana on Wednesday. I'm hoping I will be doing another live update tomorrow because I'm not working tomorrow. I will be home all day. So we will be able to do a live update on this tomorrow like I did today. And tomorrow we might do a little bit of an extended coverage on this just like we did today. but that's based on how it looks tomorrow. If it doesn't look very impressive, we will probably do an update, but not really a long one, and just do a general, like one of those quickies. All right, but anyways, I do appreciate your guys' support. Share, like, and subscribe, and I will be back with you more tomorrow. And I might keep, and also, before I go, check out my Twitter page as well. Twitter, Weather Force. Yeah, it's called Weather United 1, at Weather United 1. Please check out my Twitter. I will keep you all updated on this if necessary tonight, and then I'll be back tomorrow with another live stream. As always, have a great one. Share, like, and subscribe.